Hey guys, welcome to the Super Cut Show where we're talking all things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. It's your boy Steve Hayes. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. So we're starting something new here called Daily News, where I kind of report daily news and kind of what's going on in the superhero world. Just wanted to get some more content out there for you guys, since there's so many updates going on, and some stuff just won't make the podcast. I was like, why not just report daily news? So here is some stuff that's going on today. I wanted to talk about it because it was kind of interesting the way some of this stuff went down. So first off, there was a big press thing for the Fantastic Four, and they really talked about a lot of things. So I wanted to get to it. So the first thing we see here, we see a new look at the Fantastic Four. This is a picture of Reed and Sue Storm hugging Joseph Quinn, who is playing the Human Torch, Johnny Storm. We also see a picture of them. This is probably their first space voyage. That's kind of my thoughts. Was their famous Reed and Sue holding hands, whatever. We see another photo of them as well, of Ebon Moss, obviously before he becomes the Thing. We see another picture of Johnny Storm, and this is updated suits with their Fantastic Four logos on them, and obviously upgraded because there's a four, but also we see the Thing's his suit is way larger. They're probably taking a trip to space, maybe something to do with Galactus, and we got more stuff too. We also got these shots of Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby as Reed and Sue Storm, just further showing their relationship, which I think is cool. And then we also got some things of Vanessa Kirby talking about being Sue Storm. So she said, "I've always been really interested in the mess of femininity and how." Can you be both? How can you be all things? Not just the tough, invincible, powerful woman, but also a mother who gives birth, which is itself a superhero act. I really like how we're going to dive into that because look, she is a powerful superhero, but she also is a mom. And the reality is that she's going to have to find a way to balance that in this movie because we know that Franklin is going to be born. And I just think that's a really, important thing. So I'm really hyped about that. So I think that's going to be cool. Then we also get Eben Moss talking about Ben Grimm, and I love this answer. He said Jack Kirby wrote this character as a bit of a homage to his father and to the streets that he grew up on. I'm a New Yorker, and I've spent a lot of time on Essex Street, on Delancey, on Clinton. So it does feel like home to me, and the production did a great job of recreating that. Now, this is really great stuff. And the fact that Eben Moss mentioned Jack Kirby, the guy who was a part of the creation of the Fantastic Four, this is a really big deal because a lot of actors who do these projects, they don't really read the source. And the fact that Eben Moss is reading the source, I do hope he read some Jonathan Hickman though, because Hickman's Fantastic Four is crazy. This is a really good thing that he's talking about this, right? And then we also get Pedro Pascal talking about the Fantastic Four as well, where he says it was really about him being cast as Reed. He said it was really intimidating. I relied on the people that I was around to hold me to the experience to help me get through it. It's scary because you really want to make people happy, especially if it's something that's widely known with particular expectations around it, because you want those expectations to be met. You also want to be authentic to yourself so that it can be the best that it can be for anybody who wants to be entertained by a story and travel with us into this world. And we also see something here where it says Vanessa Kirby Sue Storm is the head of the Future Foundation, we're working to achieving global political peace in the Fantastic Four first steps. So the one thing that I do want to point out, right, is that if Vanessa Curry's Sue Storm is going to be doing that, then what the heck is Reed obsessed with? And I think his obsession is going to be that multiversal bridge, aka that math that we saw him drawing on that chalkboard. I think that's what he's going to be working on, is the multiverse bridge. I also thought about this. I wonder, like, is he trained to write these fake equations? Like, how do you make that make sense? Always thought about that. And then we also see right here, Pedro Pascal. He says that Galactus is a threat which Reed has never experienced in the Fantastic Four first steps. He said even the smartest man in the world is awestruck by a being that outdates his understanding of time. Really good stuff. Joseph Quinn talked about the Fantastic Four, saying that his suit in Avengers Doomsday will have a more fitted uh, design. He said we're going to see how we go with that, which I think that's just pointing to the fact that we're probably going to get new suits in the end. Like, I think those suits that we saw in the trailer, those might not be the final suits that we're going to see at the end of the movie. And this is the big thing. And I think Joseph Quinn really made a mistake by saying this. And I think this rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way. And we're going to talk about this deeper on the podcast, but we got this. We're going to just read what he said. So he said he's a man that leads with a lot of bravado, which can be an affront sometimes, but he's also funny. He was branded as this womanizing devil may care guy, but is that sexy these days? I don't think so. This version of Johnny is less callous with other people's feelings, and hopefully there's a self-awareness about what's driving the attention of what's driving that attention-seeking behavior. So this got a lot of fans upset, including myself, because if you guys don't know, like one of like Johnny is a womanizer and he's reckless and he's crazy, but that's a part of the development of Johnny as a character. And the fact that you're taking that away, I think that's going to hurt the Human Torch line, because I mean that's one of the things that made the Human Torch fun is his recklessness and his I don't care attitude. So I do wonder what route they're going to go. Does that mean he's going to be a nerd? Does that mean he's going to be like, does that mean he's going to be super emotional? Like, I don't know what they're going to do, but that is a red flag. I'm not going to hold you guys. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. And I'm not. And the one thing that I'm not liking is Marvel Studios is making like the wrong changes, you know? And like, as much as I don't care about Shia LaBeouf or the Silver Surfer, because I'm not really like a big Norrin Rad nerd, I do still think it was a dumb decision to not have Norrin Rad, because like your job is to get fans excited for your movie, you know? And when Marvel Studios has been causing all this disruption, you know, with bad castings or with bad characters and stuff like that, you want to make things that make fans excited, and making these left like turns isn't helping the movie at all. So I'm not a big fan of what he said there. But yeah, that's everything that was said. I hope you guys have gathered something from this. I am still excited for the Fantastic Four. I still think Pedro and them are going to do a great job, and I hope that we get positioned well for Avengers Doomsday. But please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and peace out.